The vast majority of online course launches completely flop. If you're thinking about releasing any kind of digital product or coaching program in the near future, you need to pay attention to this. I've launched dozens of digital products in my career, and these are the things that I've learned. First of all, you have to realize it's a pure numbers game. And when I'm launching a product, I'm expecting about 1 to 3% of my engaged email list to become buyers. Now, when it comes to your social media following, it's going to be a lot less than this 1 to 3%. It's going to be closer to like 0.1% if you are only relying on social media and don't have an email list. So you have to run the numbers so you know what to expect, because the biggest source of disappointment is unrealistic expectations. Then you have to think, how are you going to get these people on your list? You're going to need some sort of irresistible offer. So think about something that you might ordinarily charge money for and give it away for free in exchange for people's emails. And usually the fastest way to get all these leads is short form content. But then you also have to consider the 7-hour rule, which is that on average, someone needs to consume about 7 hours of your content before they are going to buy a higher priced product from you. So you can't only rely on short form content. You have to have long form content to build trust. And that's usually going to be through like a YouTube channel or a podcast or something, so that you can get a larger amount of consumption of your content, which builds that know, like, and trust factor, which is so important when it comes to making sales. And then the people that are joining your list, you want to have some type of regular touch point with them. The closer you get to the launch date, the more emails you need to be sending. And then finally, we have maybe the most important part of this whole process, and not following this is the reason why most launches flop. Because what you have to see is that it's not just about selling a product, it's about building belief in your solution. People don't care about your product. What they want is a solution of some kind. So we want to build that belief in our solution before we ever announce that we have a product for sale, so that when we do release it, we don't have to convince anybody to buy. They're kind of already sold on it before they even know what it is. Think about it like breaking the chains. If your product is presenting some sort of new opportunity or something that you think that they should do in their life to get some sort of result, you have to first understand that they have beliefs that would prevent them from doing that. So you have to understand what those beliefs are. You have to break the limiting beliefs so that they have belief in your solution, and not just belief, but they have the willingness to move forward, because they're not held back by this ball and chain that's wrapped around their ankle. So you have to break those chains in advance, so when you release your product, it's something people want right away as soon as they hear about it. You have to get them excited about the solution or the opportunity before you release the product. So they're already thinking about going down that path, and then you have this product, and then they're like, oh wow, this is the perfect thing for me. I was just thinking about doing this, and now you have this product. Of course I'm going to buy it.